as always, a lot of people be advocating that the rich get rich and the poor gets poor. But a lot of people don't really understand what's going to happen to them. You see, it's all just a game, ladies and gentlemen, and the quality of your living is really based upon your ability to play the game. And a lot of people say that they're on the grind and they putting in the work, but don't understand what the true definition of putting in work. And I tell you guys all the time, season 3 is different. Only those that are on the set are those who are consistent in what they love to do. A lot of you out there chasing the money, and that's why God walks out the room. But when you focus on your passion and you do what you have to do, and you do it with love and you trust in the process, it always come back around full circle. And I'm glad because last time I had this artist in the studio, he was working on music and he had a couple of things, ups and downs, all around was going on, but he stayed the course. And now that he's here on the set, we have so much to talk about.
Word.
Now I got a good friend of mine. It's basically family. You know what I mean? I have my partner here, artist, dancer, athlete. I'm talking about, what don't you do?
Man, a few things I don't do.
A few things you don't do, huh?
There's a lot of things I can do, yeah.
We're going to get to that. I got my homeboy in here. What we going with? We going with Jeremiah today? Or we going with...
We can go with that. Or Daikim.
Or we going with Daikim Daniel.
We can go with Daikim.
Either way, he's in the studio.
Yeah.
We're here, live on Set with Irv. Believe that.
Believe it.
All right. All right, y'all, we back live on Set with Irv where we discuss strategy, execution, teamwork. And I got my homeboy in the studio, Daikim Daniel. What's up, sir?
What's up, man?
What's up, baby?
What's up, my boy?
What's happening with you?
Hey, God is good, man. I'm here.
All the time, baby. You know that.
God is good, man.
Yeah, so you in the studio. What got you in Brooklyn now?
You got me in Brooklyn.
You know, when I ask everybody that question, they be like, you got me here in the studio.
Yeah, man.
Yo, dog, for one, I'm just going to let you know, man, I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying, man? I know we've been both busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? And I know we've been doing so many other things. And we're going to get to that, of course. Mm-hmm. But for those who don't know who you are, who's Daikim Daniel?
I'm a soul that loves to create. I'm from Potsdam, New York. I moved to North Carolina as a young boy. Moved back up to New York, mid 2024, pursuing mastery, discipline, creating space to bring something that I feel that hasn't been seen before. I feel called by God to do something amazing in the music space. In my time down south, I was in school and training in the arts, 6th through 12th grade, and a lot of different extracurricular things that set me on a trajectory that really, I feel, music would never be the same once I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest of 5. I'm a business owner, a founder, multi-hyphenated. You know what I'm saying? Not enough about me though, you know what I'm saying?
This is all about you. No, this is your episode. Come a little bit closer, just so we can make sure that you up there. But were you born and raised? Were you born in New York?
Yeah, born and raised. I was born in Potsdam. My parents, they're from the Bronx. They wanted me to be, cold, because upstate is cold. So we moved up there and. I stayed there for 8 years.
Okay.
About 7 years. I was 7, and then we moved down south.
What did you know why you moved down south?
As a child, you don't really know when you just follow along with what your parents are doing.
Because you ain't got no control, right?
Exactly. So I was like.
So at the age of 7, you moved from New York the Bronx. Shout out to everybody in the BX. You know what I'm saying? So you moved from the Bronx to the South. You said North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Okay, so at 7 years old.
Bull City.
Bull City. You know what I mean?
Bull
Shout out to
City, man.
Sleep. You know what I mean? Everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out Bull City, man.
so you went out there at 7. And how long did you live out there in North Carolina?
So I moved back to 23. Moved back in 2024. So I was there.
So you was out there from 7 to
7 till 22 years old. So that's
so that's
15
years, yeah.
15
you know,
years.
7, 14,
I had to do quick math in my head.
7,
real quick.
14, 21.
You know what I'm saying, gang? I was like, hold on. But yeah, about 15 years of my life down south.
So what made you want to come back to New York? I know why.
Yeah.
Because you said it. But for those who don't know, this is your area tonight where you can tell.
Word.
What brought you back to New York?
Yeah, yo. Mastery, personal mastery, discipline. Something I learned in the South helped me to be the person that I seen in my dreams. Essentially, I moved back up here because I felt the call. I felt it was time.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like this is a moment for me to step forward into what God is calling me to do. And my time expired where I was at.
So you
So
feel
I
as
moved
if
it with clarity.
it's like you overstayed your welcome in the South, huh?
Essentially,
Okay.
essentially, it was a moment where internally I'd felt so much turmoil because I wasn't utilizing my power where it was needed.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
Oh, very much so.
I was so drained trying to be there in proximity that I was distancing myself from where I needed to be. I was in proximity to too much of what no longer I needed to be around and distant from where I needed to be going, you know? And so I just decided, I felt the call and I just decided to follow that. And I'm so glad I did because, you know, I wouldn't be here for sure.
Very much so. I totally agree with that. You know what I mean? I would want to say, add to that. So when you came to New York, you keep on using the word mastery. Now, I know I said singer, you know, artist, you know, dancer, athlete. Are those the things that you're pursuing as far as mastering?
Absolutely.
If that's the case, then which one, if you had to put them in order, which one gets the hierarchy? Is it the music? Is it the athlete? Is it the dancing? Because I know they're all tied into each other.
Right.
Because that's what creates you.
Right.
But which one that you put at the forefront?
The one I put at the forefront.
Yeah. If there's even a thing.
I was gonna say you can't even really do that. Like, I mean, I can, but
Because I was playing music and you immediately started
right, I was
busting
just moving,
moves. Started busting moving your shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, or is it like a certain moment, depending on what's happening with that? Or do you sprinkle a little bit of all of that somehow, some way in the day?
I don't feel like I can answer that with certainty. Like, I love this the most. This is where it's at. I feel the highest thing I gotta put is like love. I know it sounds corny, like
No, not at all. Not at all.
But like I feel like mastering love is probably like the number one thing. And
I
then
understand what you're saying. I get it. I can understand
when
that.
I focus on that, everything else makes sense. Like, I do feel like all those things that I have been able to practice and experience, like singing, dancing, tumbling, martial arts, they revealed themselves to me at the time they needed to be there.
So you said martial arts?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you do a little bit of everything. So you're like, what the hell? Like, you do all that?
Yeah, man.
So you like a black Bruce Lee, huh?
Yeah. You feel me?
So what level of martial arts? Because I have a good friend of mine who does, and shout out to Joe Scoma, he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is amazing. I started with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu back in North Carolina.
I think that's what he's doing.
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is amazing.
And that's like, when I think it's like hoist or something like that.
hoist.
Hoist. That's
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah,
I said it
something
right?
like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wasn't bugging because I know that's something that he did bring to my attention. It's like how they greet or what's something like that.
Yeah, sometimes it's just,
Okay.
I was with people I went to church with, and they ran the studio where they taught Gracie Jiu-Jitsu at. So it was good for me to be around them and learn more. And then I got into, I mean, if you want to hear more about like the other styles of martial arts I got into, like,
Well, I mean, I'm here to understand, to get to know you, and for them to know, you.
yeah, I've had the pleasure of trying out different forms of martial arts in my pursuit of spiritual mastery. I've tried Taekwondo, tried Muay Thai. My favorite right now, I feel like, is Shaolin martial arts. Here in New York City, Shaolin martial arts with Shifu Shi Yanming.
Okay.
He's very wise and flexible, and he calls himself the hip hop monk, or the hip hop, master. He's trained people like RZA from Wu-Tang, and it's just pretty cool to be around him and learn from him online or in person at the temple. And I feel like that's probably what I want to pursue most heavily, but it's definitely helped me in regards to my spiritual journey, this entirety of this journey, actually.
So what? So adding on to that, you're a music artist.
Absolutely.
Okay. What kind of music do you do?
Everything.
Everybody says
I could
everything.
take
So you have
any
some
lane.
country tracks? Like on the road again.
I wrote
You got
I wrote a country song
Okay.
a while ago, but
Okay.
my number one right now is like a fusion of R&B and pop and soul, and I love hip hop. Hip hop is what we do. Rap is more like what we say. You know what I'm saying? Rap is more like what we say, and hip hop is more like how we live. And I feel
I like that.
my music is enmeshment, like a fusion of what hip hop and rap and R&B has really become. And I'm grateful that I've been able to be in contact with people that help me see myself through the producings that they do and the music that they do.
Okay.
And,
So is there any specific projects we should be watching out for? As far as you, like, have you been recording as of late? Like on a new project?
I have no projects released yet because I'm not rushing the releases. Right now, I've been building my body and building the presence needed to carry the sound. When the music is out and ready to go, like, it'll land.
But you have music from before.
Yeah.
Okay, but I know you've been slowing down on the music that you could used to release.
I did, yeah.
A lot
I
of
did
music.
I released in high school. I scrapped everything on my SoundCloud. I just felt Spirit called me into a moment where I was in a season of silence, and that was sort of before I moved back to New York. And that's when I told myself, like, you're being called into something much higher than you think you are. With dancing, especially, you've got to be ready, and you've got to continue to build this vessel, this body, to be able to carry the sound that you're about to be given to the world. So I haven't rushed any releases. I haven't released anything because I've been preparing the presence that's gonna bring it forth.
Is it so as you slow down on releasing music, you know what I mean? And as you mentioned, as far as building yourself up,
Yeah.
mentally, physically, psychologically, educationally, understanding who Daikim Daniel is now versus who he was a few years back in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my people in the Triangle. I ain't forget about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have to ask,
Please do.
how does it feel when you're hearing all this new music that's coming out? I mean, all these new artists dropping music. Does it do anything for you? Does it inspire you? Does it make you say, I need to do something now and let it go? Or are you like, you know what? It's not my time yet. And when it's your time, you'll move accordingly.
I feel that's a great question.
Because there has to be a lot of pressure. I struggle with that as a music artist as well. I hear all these new artists, I'm like, man, I'll smoke them. But, you know, working on the masters, in school, doing things to, you know, not to necessarily say a safety net, but it's something I always wanted to do anyway. And I feel as if the education is more important than the music at the moment.
Right.
Maybe not podcasting, but, you know, I'm finding the balance in that. How was it for you?
It's a blessing to be able to hear other artists. I get inspired by them all the time. I'm always in my headphones listening to artists from all around the world, just listening to the sound like, oh, that's cool. Like how they rapped on this verse is awesome. Like how they collaborated with this person is amazing. Like it's cool, yo, to just hear how many lanes there are when it comes to music. It's inspiring because it makes me feel that even I can make my sound popular, you know, and it's definitely an encouragement to me. In regards to feeling like rushed, I don't really feel rushed anymore. I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't at times, but that's a trap. You got to remember to count your blessings and be grateful for what's going on in your life. Like for me, I've been able to start a business in LLC, and that makes me feel like this is more legitimate when you're prioritizing ownership, discipline, legitimizing, like, is that a word? Legitimizing, like.
I mean, it is right now.
It is, you know.
I mean, if you said it, a lot of people look at me when I'm crazy when I say certain words. They be like, "That's not a word."
Right.
Yes, it is. I just said it. It can be you are allowed to have your own vocabulary as well.
Facts.
People need to get on your lingo sometimes too.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, was it hard for you to, you know, navigate for those who was already familiar, for those who knew you? Like you're working on a whole new you. So how does that feel for those who knew the old you? And how do you adapt? How do you navigate in life with that, knowing that those people are not seeing the same person? It's a whole new person, since you mentioned mastery.
I'm very fortunate that the people in my circle are the most talented people in the world when it comes to rap. Man, shout out my dog Malik, man. Shout out Zion Paul. Shout out Trev. Shout out Jared Williams. Shout out the guys over at Vicewood Records. Shout out the guys in the collective. My brothers and sisters, they're all aware of the fact that I'm constantly trying to grow. They're all aware that I'm focused on longevity, and so that's what I've been on. And in regards to the ones that may not see me now but saw me then, I wish them well. You know, I hope they're all right. I just know I got to keep going for myself and continue to focus on moving with clarity, and that's really what I've been on. You know.
You named a few people just now. I didn't hear the name James Brown.
Man, we can get into that, man.
I mean, because I know you met James Brown in an organic way. It wasn't through no agenda. Like, was it security? What was it? It was something like that, right?
Yeah, I was.
So how was that? How does that feel when you're meeting some of this generation's elite in such? And shout out to James. You already know. Shout out to James Brown.
Man, shout out Tip Beats, man. Tip Beats.
How was that?
Shout out James Brown.
So how was it like meeting him, and what did that do for you?
It was. I thank God about him all the time. I thank God because I came home from college sort of a nervous wreck, but calm and disciplined at the same time. I came out looking forward to making my dreams come true. And I got a job. At first I was working at Planet Fitness, and I was staying with a friend I went to high school with, and his father put me on to a security position through somebody that we all went to church with, because we all go to church together.
Okay.
So one time he was like, so I know you're working overnights at Planet Fitness right now, but there's a job that pays a little bit more. It's a security job. You know, you're strong. You're always in the gym. You want to work there. And he was like, just let me put you on to Tim, and we can get you into a security gig.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. So I get to working in this company. It's called like Nighthawk Security, a private firm in North
Like
Carolina.
Top flight
like,
security.
We working in the library, it's valid. Like, we in the library, we had the voting
quiet.
at the ballot, the election office and stuff like
Was
that.
it quiet?
It was quiet.
Yeah, because it's library, right?
It was really
Library's
quiet.
usually quiet.
So, we are the best of the best when it comes to security, You gotta be the best if you're working in the library.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were the best. I really feel like in this library, like, God really had his hand over the library, because when I met James, he was sort of quiet, and he was calm and kind, and introduced me to the setup and everything, like in the room. And then I'm grateful that over time he felt he could trust me enough to open up to me that he was a producer.
Nice.
And so he started telling me he made music, and I was telling him that I made music, and I'm pretty sure it was me who told him I made music first, and then he said the same thing because he had his laptop. And then after a while, I think one day after work, he started showing me one of the beats he had, one of the instrumentals he was playing.
Yeah.
And immediately I could just tell he had some sort of like special power when it comes to his music, like an anointing on his life. I was like,
nice.
Man, like, this guy is really not one of them, like, minimalistic kind of producers. He really knows how to play, and he's really has an ear. And for years now, he's been someone that has believed in me, and even in the times of instability, I would receive for free, like, song after song after song to write to. He'll be like, yo, write a song for Gunna, write a hook for Gunna. I need a hook for Chris Brown. I need a song for Chris Brown tonight. And immediately I get to writing. So I'm in my room just writing these songs, and I'm sending him voice memos, sending him lyrics, and I'm grateful that he's helped me with understanding my identity. He's made me feel like God cares about me in times where I felt like there was nothing like that happening. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing, man.
So shout out James Brown, man. Tippies. The Lord knows that you deserve the world, man, and we gonna make sure you get that for sure. And I appreciate you for sure, dog.
Well, we all got people that they say every head must bow, every tongue must confess. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that as you came out here and on your journey, that you're running into the right people that's allowing you to, explore and expand your creative process.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you got people out there who's assisting in your growth and development as well. But we're going to go to commercial break because we got to pay these bills. Y'all know how I go paying these bills. And don't go too far because we got that Kim Daniel in the studio. And, oh, yes, the questions are going to get deeper. And, yeah, we doing what we got to do. We're live on Set With Irv. We'll be black and back. Yeah.
Peace. So often we can lose sight of what's happening now, focusing on tomorrow. I hate when they say that we gonna get old. Inside the aura of love is youth, that's something we've never been told. Skating away from the masses, alas, I have figured it out on my own. I'm just a broken black kid from a broken black home who's addicted to phones. The dopamine rushes was keeping me on. You feel like I've gained true perspective, cause I've been addicted to sex and to mask my depression and drown all my senses of pain from the root of neglect. I think I needed a breath, left me a message, didn't text back, I hope you got the message. Prone to use my self-esteem as a weapon, cause vulnerable feelings bring horrible lessons. I'll just stay at home.
y'all, we back live on Set with Irv, where I'm discussing strategy, execution, teamwork, and sometimes that T stands for technology. And some of you guys need to figure out how to strategize, how to execute it, and get your team together so you could actually soar to where you belong. I got my homeboy in the studio, got Doc Kim Daniel in the house. And we live on set.
Live.
And we just finished talking about a couple of things, but now we could raise the bar and raise the gauge a little bit more. So you talk about discipline, timing, mastery, faith, right?
Absolutely.
Who are the people that gives you that drive to stay so focused?
The people that keep... Well, God, he has his way of introducing people at the right time. I feel the more I go on, they're revealed in just the most unconventional ways. I'll start off with my parents. I'll start off with my siblings, my community in the Bronx River area. Shout out to Core, Mama Norma, Mama Nancy, Cayenne, and the people at Brick House, the dance studio that I've been training at in New York City. People that I meet on the street, like celebrities. Like I met Trey Young working one night at a restaurant. I met Friday. I met Daniel Caesar on Essex Street. I met Phantom from AMP. I met all these people just that intervene in certain times when you're just not expecting them to. People that just remind you that, if you continue using your voice and do what you do excellently, you can make it somewhere. And people like you, yourself, who, without knowing people, like just embrace people because of, love and really just like being there for somebody, when they need it. That really keeps me focused on being the better person that I desire to be every day, for sure.
Well, you know how we got up.
Yeah.
You know who connected us.
Where, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him telling me, yo, it's my dog right here, man. Listen, man, it's my dude right here. You know what I'm saying, man? Just let him come by there. Let him just, do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying, man? He got a good heart. He's super talented. You know what I'm saying? And you even came by, you recorded something.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We did something. But then time be going by so fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, between the working in the studio, the school, getting these degrees, you realize how much time go by. But he always was like, yo, just, play him close. You know what I'm saying, man? And he's I always call he's a mastermind himself. I call him a super producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His mind is always in the game and, always focused on doing bigger and better things. And yeah, he don't miss. He don't miss.
You don't, yeah.
He don't miss. So he has an amazing ear, amazing A&R approach towards sound. So he was like, yo, see what's going on. And as you can see, that's why I asked, like, what don't you do? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're like the full package. You're athletic, you got a good voice, and you can dance. What woman don't want to with all three? Right?
Man, I appreciate it.
You're over 6 feet, right?
Yeah, I'm over 6 feet.
6 feet. You got the full package. You're a full package kind of guy. You know what I mean? Niggas like me, 5'7", we hold it down. You know what I mean?
Trying, gang.
Nah, you ain't trying. You're actually doing it. So that's the difference where, when you're doing these things, I remember Sleep saying, yo, just play him close. You know what I'm saying? And let him just stick with him throughout the process when he's in the city. You know what I'm saying, man? And shout out to Sleep. We love you. You know how that go.
Love you,
You know what I mean? So, with doing all of these different things, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned, what's that, Breakthrough?
Breakthrough?
Brick House.
Brick House, yeah.
Brick House. So what is Brick House?
Man, shout out Kelly Peters, man. Kelly Peters is the founder of Brick House in New York City. New York City's premier dance training studio. I found out about them when I was in North Carolina in 2024, summer 2024. And then that was really what I was feeling, that call to really delve deeper in that mastery and discipline to be the well-rounded artist that I am. And they had auditions coming up for their certain crews. They have crews like X Pro crew, they have Gen X crew, XS crew for children, all the way up to adults in their 30s, to build dope dancers. Brick House is a place you go to if you want to be a dope dancer. That's what he said to me in my training period. He said to us. And it's not a place you go to if you want to just, be a celebrity dancer or a celebrity artist or performer. It's not there if you to be a backup dancer. You go to Brick House if you want to be a dope dancer. Mm-hmm. That's what he says. And that's what he stands on. Everyone that comes in there to teach is a dope dancer. Everyone that comes in there to learn how to dance is in pursuit and is going to become a dope dancer. So I went in there and I've been training and even had the privilege of working there, having a work-study job, and seeing the community head on, face first, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see some killers, yo. Like, people really don't be playing when it comes to dance. When it comes to it,
this is New York.
This is New York City. There's levels to this. Like,
you have to be all in, or just keep your ass out.
Yeah.
Because you said that. You said, yo, I'm gonna go do this. I remember you mentioning it. Exactly. So to actually see you in there, excuse me, actually seeing you in there and doing it and pursuing it was like, yeah, I see you. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on there now. Like, yes, sir.
You run into so many different minds. I came here to New York feeling like the best. I'm the best. I know I'm the best. Like, even now, I still have that in me that says I am the best. But when you go around other people that are really dogs, like really, really dogs, like, you're going to feel like you really got to step up or you're going to get kicked off.
Yeah, and that's how you can't be little Finding Nemo in the shark in the tank full of piranhas, right?
Exactly.
That's not gonna work.
Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta like humble yourself and be like, other people are really dope, and you can learn some things. And
very much so.
And so that's exactly what I had no choice but to do, because the first class I took there, the first training session, I was like winded, and I realized I definitely needed that push, because I definitely wouldn't be who I am now if I didn't do that, for sure.
Got it. So how many people is in Brick House? Because I know you've been doing that for a while now, huh?
Definitely, man.
Been there for like what, a couple of years now?
It's going on 2 years.
Yeah.
It's going on 2 years. So
you got out here and you got
straight
right
to
it. You got straight to it.
There's
and you was also working close to there at one time, and you was like, you was working, like going to the studio, because it's in the city, right? It's in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's it located at?
It's on Broadway Street.
Okay, so it's right there.
And it's in proximity to certain jobs that I've had working full-time jobs in the city. I would work at restaurants like Yard House. If you ever have the privilege of stopping in New York City and you want to get some food.
Shout out to Yard House, because he actually told me about Yard House and was like, yo, just come by. And man, we pulled up over there, dog, and the food was actually good. I liked all the screens. It was like everywhere I turned there was a screen. It's like, how many? They got like about 1,000 screens.
Yeah, bro.
Damn place.
They got the whole place like Great Wolf Lodge, low key. Like, it's like, it's a sports bar turned up. It's loaded. To the max.
Yeah, it's turned all the way up. And the food is really, really good.
And it's really good. It was really good. And I was able to go to work and get off of the clock, walk right across the street, and go straight into Brick House and go to dance.
And then get busy, huh?
And then go home at the time. At the time when I first I was living in a shelter. But I was staying there, and whenever I wasn't there, I was at work, and then at the dance studio, and then back to the shelter until I got my apartment. And now I got my own place, so I can go to the studio and go home and go to work or whatever I'm doing, and see the city in a different way. But Brick House was there for me in those times of instability. So I got Kelly Peters' flowers, like legit flowers, and I bought them to him. And I was like, man, like, thank you so much, because this place has really helped me to stay encouraged. Because as a dreamer, a man that is on a purposeful mission, just being able to be embraced meant a lot. No one really knew. I didn't go into Brick House telling everybody what I was going through, in the depths of what I was experiencing in a New York City shelter. But just being able to go in there for 90 minutes or 3 hours, because I was in their weekend X Factory training program to dance with the top dancers in the world. Like, and shout out Adam Savani from Step Up, the movie Step Up. He was also an impactful person in my journey at Brick House. He popped up for a class, and that changed my life. You got mad Chris Brown backup dancers that came in there, man. Shout out like Anthony, Sketch. Shout out to all the guys that popped out. So many people that teach there are supporting artists for a lot of performing artists that sing and dance and stuff like that. And I think that's just amazing, just how many people are celebrities that teach there and superstars, you know what I'm saying? Like, every teacher that teaches there is really a superstar. Whether they sing or have a platform like the ones that I'm building, like, they're still superstars, you know what I'm saying?
You know, they say, you know, a lot of the real heroes don't wear capes.
Right.
I'm saying, move a little bit closer just so I can make sure that you
sure.
make sure your audio is straight. So that's why you speak about humble beginnings.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know and those who question, you know, should I not, because I know a lot of people, you know, frown upon going to a New York City shelter. What is that like? You know what I mean? To put yourself, because a lot of people say it's dangerous, scary.
Yeah.
You're in a world full of different strangers and different ethnicities and different calibers of bad. People who don't care about life.
Right.
What is that? How was that for you? Like, navigating at such a young age, a young man, but still wanting to get things done and want to accomplish it. What was it like for you to be able to humble yourself and enroll or go into a shelter?
It was really a mirror. That's a great question. I mean, the place was really a mirror. It essentially showed me who I was. Every time I stepped in there, it showed me exactly who I was becoming, and it showed me that fear was an option. It's not a demand, or it's not a requirement. You know, it's a decision. Fear is a decision. The danger is real, but the fear is a choice. And so I walked in there knowing that I'm strong. I'm a bodybuilder in training, and turned into a multi-hyphenated athlete, dancer, and all these different things. I'm not gonna allow myself to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure you stay on your P's and Q's, but it's
all the time.
But it's like, you also just got to have that faith that everything's gonna work out. And it brought me to God more. It brought me to myself more. I don't really have a lot to say about that part. There's nothing really else. Like, fear is a decision.
Did you ever get into any physical altercations with people in your time in a New York City shelter?
Well, outside, yes. Of course, we had to. I mean, like, for me, it was very rare, though. Like, because I didn't care to talk to anybody. I didn't really make myself a friend to anyone there, other than praying for them. Like, I'll pray for you. Like, I know you're going through something right now. Like, but I'm just here to become a better dancer. I'm getting my own place. I'm working these jobs. If you want to sit here and smoke crack all day and all these different harmful substances, that's on you. Like, I'm going to just, you know, take my shower, go to bed, you know, say my prayers, go to bed, get up, make up the bed, go to work, go dance at the studio afterward, go out, make some friends, do something like productive toward my career, rather than just staying there in the shelter relying on the free stuff all day and just like waiting for a handout.
That's where a lot of people get caught up there, you know, get caught up with it because they make it their home.
Exactly.
How long were you in there for?
Well, the process was getting like, and shout out to the city of New York, man. They have a lot of programs for people like me who want better and may not have the exact resources to get there at the moment. So I was there for a year. I was in the shelter for about a year. The first year of my time at New York, in New York, I was living in the Bronx at a Jerome Avenue men's shelter, and through like vouchers, like city FEPs, I was able to. I was actually recommended for an apartment through this program. I think it was like HPV or something like that. They were like, "Yo, we got a unit, a studio. We want Jeremiah Griffin to see if he likes this one." And then the housing team at the shelter, they have a housing team that helps people get housing if they really want to. Like, I really was at the housing team like every day, like, hey, what's going on with my case? Like, I got this going on, that going on. Anything opened up for me yet? And they're like, yeah, this is what you got going on. They want to offer this. You want to go take a tour? And this was like maybe 10 months later. And
Nice.
Of course, I was still doing my own research on places while I was working these jobs and training. But at the time, it was just like everything was either way out there, like in Mount Vernon or something like that, or the apartments that I was finding were just like so small and like unlivable. Like somebody's house, they would rent out like the attic of someone's house.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not
living
in this attic like I'm Harry Potter. Like, I'm not finna do that, bro. And I'm just gonna wait and pray, because their housing team they legit. They helped me and I got my place. So I've been doing that, and so that took me. I was in there like July 14th, 2024, until like July 31st of 2025.
So just a little bit over a year.
But I didn't spend every single night there, you know.
Well, I'm quite sure. I mean, you're a good-looking playboy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
I didn't spend every night.
I'm quite sure you done.
Just so the girls, they no, I'm not.
You done met a few in New York, and
for sure. Like,
so you're a single man.
I'm a single man. Young
so you're a single
yo.
man. So you're a bachelor, huh?
Yo, you see me? I'm dressed. You know, you see me? Yo,
he came on the set.
You see me?
Ready? He said, "I'm single, ready to mingle, huh?"
Right, like
without question. And we're gonna go back to commercial break, and we're gonna get back with that Kim Daniel, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about being single and ready to mingle, because I'm not single and I can't mingle, but Lord knows they can do it for me. We'll be back. We live on Set with Irv. Yes, don't go nowhere. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Or stay in the gym, cause the weight of the world just won't leave me alone. I'm building my skin, cause I know that within there's a beautiful glow. Let's go to the beach, cause the sea's a reminder that everything flows. Been stuck in the loops, but infinity's calling me home, it's calling my soul. The stars in the sky know my name and they speak in ethereal tones. If I show you the shine, then you'll always be mine and your spirit will grow. Soar to new heights and be free in the mind is just all that we know. Just stay by my side, cause I promise this world can get cold.
You know, I notice when it gets to this part of the interview, I catch myself not wanting to say, "We back live on set," but I don't even like saying that after a while. By the time you get this deep into the conversation, you know who it is, you know what it is, you know who I'm with, and if not, go back to the beginning and restart and figure it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, I got my boy Jeremiah. I call him Jeremiah. You can call him Kim Daniel.
Word.
Right? Is that how that go?
Yeah,
Kim
Daniel.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And for the ladies, you can say Mr. G, huh?
Mr. G, Mr. Griffin.
Mr. Griffin. Yeah. And not Eddie, huh?
No.
All right, listen, let me ask you something. Come over a little bit more right here, because I want to make sure that I get you. There you go. You said no. Go back that way. You see you? Yeah, go back a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. It's a little, yeah, there you go.
Right here?
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that you just stay center in your shot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm saying you can still turn and face me if you want to.
Show off the braids, man. Shout out Gabby, man. Gabby from the Bronx. Gabby JD Braidings, man. She did my.
Oh, so she the one who laced you?
Yeah.
So she gonna be sharing this off the rip just because of the braids, huh?
For sure.
Yeah, they are clean.
Appreciate her.
Cause them Looking tight. I always like them braids when they got like the extra, like the parts in the parts.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
micro braids and everything. Like,
Well,
she's
yeah,
so
yeah.
meticulous.
So she could braid my hair. She could hook me up.
You'd be surprised what she able to do.
Well, you know, you go to 125th Street, you go to them Africans. Mama Tutu can catch this.
For sure.
Yeah, man. But again, man, it's a really, really good privilege. It's a privilege to have you in the studio. It's an honor. So let me ask you, if I had to ask,
Yeah.
top 5, since you're a singer, give me your top 5 singers.
Man, top 5 singers.
Yeah, I know that one's pressure.
How are we ranking them?
That's a good question. So we could do it a couple of ways. We could do it in top 5 old school, then your top 5 now, and then your top 5 of all time. We can do like that, or I can just say, give me your, yeah, that sounds more better, right?
Yeah.
That gives you a little bit more leeway to change the names up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that's right. He's like,
definitely.
yeah, let's do that
That makes
one.
it better
'Cause you ain't
because I
gonna
know
give me-
how to categorize them. Like,
Well, you know
there's so
what?
many
You know how about
different
this one? Let's do it like
tones.
this then, because you know you're fairly young. Give me your top 5 as far as your level of old school. Who'll be your top 5 as far as old school?
Dad gum. Okay. Stevie Wonder. I think of, oh man, Donny Hathaway. I think of, I keep thinking Donnie McClurkin for some reason. He's a gospel singer.
Honey's heavy. Is that we fall down?
We
Get
get
up.
up,
Woo!
we fall
Man.
down. Yeah.
Woof.
Get up.
And shout out to my boy Fred, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I was playing that song, I added that song to the Instagram when, you know, he officially been, he had a beautiful ceremony, you know what I'm saying, without giving too much information, but I definitely used that song to play in the background. So we said Stevie, we said Donnie, and Donnie.
Donny Hathaway, yeah.
Uh-huh,
Oh, man.
and you got 2 more.
I think, man. I think of Al Green.
Al Green.
And Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. All right. Now, we got those. Now, give me your top 5 of, like, you now as the artist, navigating as a music artist. Because I already feel as if I know 2 of the names.
You probably do.
Okay, so can I
sure.
guess one?
Guess one.
Chris Brown.
Definitely. He's one of them. For sure. For sure.
You gonna throw some breezy in there, huh?
You gotta throw Breezy in there.
Okay,
Shout
so we
out
got Chris
Breezy.
Brown.
I got Chris Brown. I'll put him as number 1, actually.
Because of the singing and the fact that he could stand there
Because of
and
story. It's not even singing. It's
the
story.
flip.
to me.
I mean, because
It's
he's a
spiritual.
bad. Breezy's a bad. Shout out to Breezy, dog. You know how I go. And I don't mean to be calling him because I'm not saying in a disrespectful manner.
Yeah.
But I mean that's a bad boy.
For sure. Yeah.
That man no joke. He
Storyteller.
played. When I remember watching. What's my song? March Madness with Future.
Oh yeah, when he hit that.
When he did
Webster,
that flip.
When he hit that Webster, that was crazy.
That's what it's called, the
yeah.
Webster?
Yeah, the front flip with.
They call that, yeah.
That's what it's called, the Webster.
I said,
Yeah.
man.
That's really what makes me go so hard in tumbling, because it's like,
Have you ever did the Webster?
of course. I mean, like, I've done it in the studio, like in the
You,
work.
you can do the Webster?
I can do the Webster.
Hold on. I ain't going to challenge you right now to do the Webster.
Yeah.
But I am going to ask that next time you at Brick House and you get that zone,
Yeah.
I want to see you play March Madness
Word.
and hit the Webster. I need the Webster.
Yeah. All right.
So you got Chris Brown for the overall story. I mean,
story,
I
yeah.
totally understand now. Okay, so you got Chris Brown.
Just to be honest, like you said, new schooler. So it's like
Well, I,
think
mean, not
of,
necessarily new school, because I mean, I know there's newer artists out here, but you say Chris Brown is a new school. Would you, was that labeled as new school? I'm saying old school. Like you said, you go from Stevie, then yes, Chris Brown would be this generation of you being indoctrinated into the
culture and everything.
So yes,
for sure.
So Chris Brown.
So I gotta mention Breezy. I gotta mention Jason Derulo.
Okay.
If you heard of Jason Derulo.
Come on, that's disrespectful. Don't do that right on camera. That's disrespectful. Shout out to Jason. But yeah, don't worry.
I gotta go with Justin Bieber. I'm a believer as well. Respectfully, bro, got
Justin
mad
Bieber.
Pipes.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Pause.
So Chris, you do pause now too. You do that. You do pause.
I just had to. I said he had mad pipes, so I said pause. I was like, yo, that's great. Vocally, I had to say, I just had to.
Okay, so you got Chris Brown. You said Jason.
Yeah.
You said Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then artist from UK, Jacob Collier.
Okay. Nice.
He's definitely someone I feel like everyone should listen to. Jacob Collier. He's from the UK.
Okay.
I believe he's worth studying in a lab somewhere. But that's another story. He's like the new Mozart of our generation.
Nice.
If that makes sense.
Well, if it makes sense to you, that's what matters, right?
Right.
Okay. Who's number 5?
Man, this is... if you watching this, y'all, don't be offended. Sorry, y'all. I mean, me. Other than me, like me. Who else am I supposed to say? Like me. Like
I respect it. Okay, so we said top 5 old school, top 5 of this school, including you. Now, is there a difference in all time? Would there be a difference? All time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Singers. I feel like the one that's made the most profound impact on me, number 1.
And you could repeat names. I'm just saying. I'm just curious to how you.
I mean, number 1. I forgot. You know who we didn't mention?
No, don't say we.
Oh, we.
You. It ain't. Now he want to speak French.
Oh, sorry.
He don't speak French now. Ain't no we.
Hey, yo.
It's you.
Yo. My fault, bro. My fault.
You didn't mention Lucky Day. You ain't mention the Ushers. You ain't
That's
mention Friday.
Usher.
I mean,
can't forget Usher.
You ain't mention October London. I'm just throwing names out now. And on top of that, I'm going to actually put some pressure on you right now because you ain't named no females. Okay, we can do that separate. I help you. I'm gonna save you because you ain't named no females.
In terms of, I just automatically assume, and so I apologize. But in terms of my, in terms of my future, in terms of like my, why did I say my future? In terms of my favorites, a lot of the music, I can't lie. Like you look at my Apple Music replays, you're just gonna see like Breezy, Future. You're gonna see Yeet. A lot of these new artists, and so they're not even really the singers. But my all-time really is, I would say, Chris Brown's had a profound impact on my life in terms of how I could be artistry wise. I've watched every single Usher music video, so
I'm about to say
that's out of the question. I gotta mention.
You even mention the God. So you going with this is of all time right now.
Yeah, like an all time.
So this is Chris Brown. You got
Michael Jackson,
Usher, Michael Jackson.
Man,
it gets real heavy.
It gets heavy because
heavy, huh? He moved away from the microphone. He's like, hey, no way.
If you want to add women vocalists, like Kim Burrell, Beyonce.
Kim. Oh, hold on now. You go from Kim to Beyonce. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Kim. Okay, yeah, okay.
Kim Burrell.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's stay right there for a second.
Right.
That's pressure.
That is, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like after you go with Kim, I mean, are you mentioning Beyonce because of
it's Beyonce.
longevity?
Beyonce is Beyonce. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like,
Okay, I respect that.
Beyonce is, she's just.
I love Beyonce too. I love B. Listen, shout out to the Beehive as well. I love B. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man, but for some reason, I don't know why, she wasn't my favorite Destiny's Child member. I always loved Latoya Luckett. Shout out to Latoya. You know what I mean? That's my homegirl. I see her every time we run across each other in Essence Fest in New Orleans. We always acknowledge each other. You know what I mean? I always acknowledge her for how she was as an artist and as a person. And it was Kelly for me.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly was like
Yeah, I just.
vocals, look, style, the way she navigated. She just looked like she could.
Kelly Rowland's super dope for sure.
She's
I'll tell you.
official.
She's super
official.
dope. I love that song she did with Wayne, Motivation. You know that song? And then, you know, they all did their thing with Destiny's Child as a kid growing up.
Uh-huh.
You hear it in my mama's house all the
Yeah.
time for sure.
So you're a rapper also.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
rap. So what's your top 5 as far as rappers?
Other than myself,
You're gonna add yourself all the time.
I just feel like you got to, like, in order to
Do you really have to?
Yeah, because with me, I've almost given up. Like, I felt so low of myself at times that to not mention myself would be
Is a huge disservice.
is a disservice, you know.
I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't add me though. If even when I was doing it, though I am proud of the talent that I have, but I believe that it's the talent that allowed me to be able to, that carved me out to being who I am. In front of the camera, behind the camera, in front of the microphone, behind the microphone, just navigating through life.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people I've done asked, no one mentions Prince. No one mentions Prince.
Mm-hmm. I can't lie, like I didn't listen to Prince a lot growing up.
You didn't?
No.
Shit,
I know. I've heard
I
of
grew up on
Purple
that.
Rain.
Come back, Nikki. Come back.
Yeah. I won't lie and say he's not a cultural staple. And
Oh man,
like a
Prince
very
is a
prominent musician because he played
Prince is
played musician,
dangerous.
played
Multiple instruments. As a matter of fact, that song that you was listening to before we were setting up, while my guitar gently weeps, that's a live performance, and Prince was actually playing the guitar of that
Right.
in the background. I'll
Okay.
play it for you later.
I thought you was playing a lot of EDM. I didn't hear any Prince.
Well,
heard
it
of
wasn't,
house
but he just
music.
played the guitar for this live performance. That was actually like a tribute. You know what I mean? But yeah. So you have yourself.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound cocky. I know I still got a long ways to go, and a lot to.
When you say those names, I mean you have some decades to
Yeah,
go.
I got some things, but I feel like God's hand's always been on my life, and what took people decades, it doesn't have to be the way for everyone.
No, I'm not against
sure.
that. So you say yourself, and who else?
That
comes along?
in terms of like rappers, like
As far as rap, top 5. Who's your top 5?
Man, this is a crazy ass question, bro. That's a great question, but shit, my favorite, like, or just like
Who's
in
your
terms
top
of
5? Like Jadakiss, shout out to Jadakiss. Shout out to the Joe and Jada show. I'm a fan of that. Subscribe. Make sure you check that show out as well. Who's your top 5, dead or alive?
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, so you gotta put Wayne on there, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
You gotta put Eminem in there.
Weezy, Marshall Mathers.
I feel like Future gotta be in there.
Put Future up in there.
You gotta put Drake.
Okay.
I feel like you gotta put
pressure. Every time
Dadgum,
you
bro.
get to 3, I see you just drilling them down, and I can see as well. I know y'all looking
Because you got so many people.
Uh-huh.
Like you got Big Sean. You got Big Sean.
And I'm respecting these answers because of your age. I'm respecting these answers. I appreciate that. I can't wait to put together my collage of everybody that answered their top 5s, because that's going to be an amazing way of looking at how much the culture done implemented. Because you said Wayne, you said Eminem, you said Future, you said Drake, and you said...
I'm going to just go Big Sean right now.
Big Sean.
Yeah.
So you're going with 2 Detroits.
Yeah.
Detroit. So you said... So right now, I just heard you say
New
Orleans, Detroit. You said Atlanta. You said Canada. And then you went back to Detroit.
And then I had New York with myself, but that's just...
Okay.
But that's another thing. But like...
Sometimes
yeah.
you wish you had a top 10 instead, right?
Right. Sometimes you really do wish. Because can I do honorable mentions, though? Can I do...
Honorable mentions?
Can I do honorable mentions?
Okay,
like my favorite, some of my favorite. Like,
go ahead. Give me your honorable mentions.
Like, shout out Yeet. He's a newer rapper. He just came out from underground. But
who that?
Yeet. He's been on tracks with Drake recently.
Okay.
He's kind of originated... I think he's from Cali. And he popped out from the underground kind of recent. But he's been running it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in my quiet stages in college, when I was just in the gym, putting my head down every day, grinding in the gym,
Mm-hmm.
I wake up and listen to Yeet. I know he said that in one of his songs. People wake up and listen to him, but I think he's an incredible rapper when you have the mindset of a hustler. Jay-Z, of course. Jay-Z's albums, all of his albums, I listen to all of them. They're amazing. 50. Wale. He's consistent.
Is Wale consistent?
He
hasn't dropped in a long time though. I heard this last project that he just dropped.
I feel like delivery wise, he's consistent.
He don't miss.
Delivery wise,
he could chill for some years and pop back up, and still
his voice.
Wale when Wale drops.
Right.
That last project he dropped, that intro, I'm still like, oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wale. Shout out to you, God. You know what I'm saying, man? For real, I appreciate that.
And then all the OGs like from like Mobb Deep, like, and then like Prodigy and all them, like, and then Black Thought and those guys.
You ain't gotta whisper it, man. You ain't gotta be all, yeah,
Sorry, but I'm just saying the honorable mentions, they gotta be mentioned at some point.
I'm trying to tell you, man, because And
did I mention Cole already? J. Cole?
How you feel about this last J. Cole project?
I feel J. Cole.
Did you hear it?
I heard one of the songs he did. I think it was entitled like The Fall Off or something. But I feel the same way I normally do. I listen intently.
Mm-hmm.
And Kendrick, I had to mention Kendrick.
You didn't mention K-Dot. You went to Drake, but I'm like, you mentioned Dot.
I know. I didn't. I just...
So this honorable mentions is what's saving you.
Right. I had to let you know that I listen more than you probably thought I did based on my response.
No, I wasn't trying to downplay you because as a music artist, I totally understand that though. You know what I mean? But I find it interesting. But let me ask you this, man, on the sidebar. If you ran across a younger person who said, "Hey, Kim Daniel, I want to get into music. I dance as well. I want to build up my physique." You know what I'm saying, man? Like, what would you tell them to do? How would you tell them how to navigate in 2026?
I would say that discipline is really so much more important than you realize. Discipline really is what will be your insurance when everything else fails. When you have no money and you have no body in your corner, you're disciplined to continue to go to the gym and exercise, and it's going to be there for you. That'll be what will push you and make you stronger and exceptional, so that when your time does come around again, you're still in that prime shape to get out there and do an amazing job at what you do. I would say to definitely keep God, because God is gonna, Jesus Christ will definitely illuminate your mind and keep you sane throughout the process. Doing it with God, doing it with Jesus Christ is better than doing it without, because when you're unearthing those things, like you're upheaving the past from within while becoming a new person, it hurts.
Yeah.
At least for me. I can't speak on anyone else. My transformation, going from someone who was sort of a fatter kid with all this talent and knowing how to rap and sing and lacking the discipline, into a man that is disciplined, it gave me no room to hide what was the dirt that was within. It all began to rise up to the surface, and all people were beginning to see through my behaviors was my lack of discipline mentally, or just like how I behaved. It just was on display that I was hurting because I had these toxic things that I learned from a young age. And so I would definitely say keep God involved, because he can help you with that healing process. He can introduce people to you didn't even realize that were going to help you heal, like my therapist, man. Shout out Monica Cash.
That was the next question I was about to ask you. I was like, I was going to ask you, you know,
Shout out Monica Castro, man. She was my therapist.
Who?
Monica Castro.
Shout out to Monica Castro for sure.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, so since I was going to ask, have you seek therapy, and if so, what did it do for you? So since you mentioned Miss Monica Castro, what is it like sitting with Miss Castro?
It's the most uncomfortable feeling. It's like,
It's so uncomfortable.
it's so uncomfortable
Someone who's
because
completely unbiased to your boy.
exactly. You
I
gotta
love her already without even knowing.
you gotta sit there and recollect these experiences that you've gone through and tell a person them, and then you hear from your own mouth what you're saying to them, and you're like, damn, I actually went through this.
Yeah.
But then as you continue telling them, you're inclined to just say more, and now it's no longer just inside, like slowly eating you like it was. You know, you leave feeling like, okay, I survived what I went through. I made it through that. So thank you for giving me that, Monica. Definitely. And then the way I found her, it was just God. Like, God's had his hand over my life for a very long time. And throughout all the stuff I've been through, like, I just like to imagine that he knew that she was going to be the one to help me. And it's just crazy. Like, one of my ex-girlfriends had the same name as her and everything. And so it was
With
like...
the Monica or the Castro?
The Monica.
Oh, the Monica
Yeah.
part. Okay.
So it was just like a lot of like correlations and just divine things that only God could have seen coming. You know. So it was just like,
nice.
I appreciated the way she's been there, and you know, I feel like it's definitely made room for me to be a better artist as I build my company and go into building my catalog with music as an artist, and go into that endeavor, making space, being accountable for my emotions and my experiences definitely helps.
Do you believe that all artists need to have therapy, need to get therapy, or seek it? Because I know a lot of people say, I don't need therapy. I keep it in my circle. I keep it tight. I'm like, that's not always the healthiest thing, because sometimes your people can be biased to your, you know what I mean? And they support and, you know, and come up with these false reasons why you should or why you shouldn't do certain things. Do you feel as if therapy is necessary to navigate, especially when you're in the music business?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel that being in therapy has made me aware of bitterness, anger, and feelings that could potentially have festered into worse things had I not talked to someone about it.
That's right.
And a lot of the music nowadays that I hear taps into a lot of that. You know, a lot of music, a lot of artists taps into the place where you feel angry or you feel depressed or you feel sad. And there are certain things that talking to someone about can help you probably heal and alleviate some of that anger or that hurt, so that when you get in the studio and you record, you're not like so inclined to write about songs about murder or killing someone, and
Right. You could be honest
and you can be
about
honest
what's happening.
and vulnerable,
What's happening? Yes.
and not lead someone potentially down a dangerous path, if they're like impressionable or wanting to be someone that is like you know,
Yeah.
because they admire some archetype that you embody, because you don't go to therapy and now your persona is hardened and you have this archetype that they admire and they want to be like you.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it definitely would help to be in therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I understand not everyone just has the opportunities that I had.
Yeah.
I know that therapy, I'm not paying for it. Like, I looked online while I was in a homeless shelter for mental health help because I knew that this situation is getting crazy. Internally, I'm feeling like, and I looked online and they had a program called the Victim Intervention Program, and no charge at all for anything, for therapy wise, one-on-one conversation with a therapist for free, because you fit what we say we treat.
Yeah.
And you know, I felt like that was God, like, because I was in a moment on my phone, like in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep in the shelter every night. You know, some nights you just don't want to sleep, you're just up writing songs.
That's right.
Like I was doing. You know, I got a text message from James Brown. I see a file on my phone, like, oh man, I got a new song I'm writing. But then I'm like, mental health wise, I need to be better. So I'm looking online and I found a program for free therapy in New York City. So it's like that opportunity came and I'm grateful for that. But to go back to the point of your question, yeah, I do feel like it would serve a lot, especially if you want to be an artist, and because as an artist, you're putting on a responsibility in a way for the people that listen to your music, you know. So you just want to make sure you're being cautious with that
Well
power, for sure.
I like that. Look, we're gonna go pay a couple more bills real quick, and then we're coming back. And before Dikem Daniel leave the studio, I got a gang of last minute questions, because I got to know just a little bit more deeper. We live on Set With Irv. We will be back. Stay tuned.
Like my parents are probably right. Gotta say it cause it makes me sound polite and less cocky. I know I got some vices. Scared some might say my folks will check the prices. Don't stop me, I buy just what I like, cause I got one life. So we don't gotta worry what's next. I'm here in the moment, girl, don't you forget. Tell the truth and you'll never regret. Baby, what's the truth? Is this love that lasts forever or the looks? I know you hate when I move on to someone new. You can never let go of the love that we made. Baby, you already know your life will be changed. Love brings passion, loops conceive rage. Look into your heart and I can see pain. It's cliche, but it's true. The beat of your heart says don't give up just yet. You stuck in the loop with your past dude. You was the tree of life, he your last fruit. He don't fit the bill, now look at you, past due for the real. The generation of hate condition you to conceal. True love is my fate, my mission here is to heal.
Sometimes you gotta get it out.
Right.
Yeah, we back live on Set With Irv, Dikem Daniel in the studio, and I just want to let you know, man. I appreciate you popping up, man. This is really, really fun. I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? Long overdue.
Right.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? But we still got so much more to work on. But I got to give you these rapid fire questions real quick. I got to give you these rapid fire questions.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
you
excited.
can give me one word, you can give me one or the other, and maybe we'll tap into a little bit more of a layer of it. You ready?
All right, bet.
All right, so give me one word to describe this season of where Kim Daniel is in his life. One word.
Transformation.
Transformation. Okay, discipline or inspiration?
Discipline.
Silence or sound?
Sound.
Sound. Acoustic or electric?
Electric.
Performing in a large crowd or in a small, intimate setting?
Large crowd.
So what comes first, the writing or the melody?
Melody.
Faith or fear?
Faith.
Why?
Because fear is corrosive. Fear is not a friend. It's not a friend. It's not good.
So you don't embrace fear sometimes? The things that you're scared of?
It's push.
You know,
It's
Does it push you to want to just like break through?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm grateful. I have a mind that says like I'm not gonna bow down to you, but fear is definitely not something that you want to look back on and be like, damn, I actually fell victim to you, or I fell to you, or you got one up on me. You know, I don't want you to feel like this is over with. Like I'm gonna always be somebody. Like I'm gonna always be someone you can come at and hit and just not weave and knock you out.
Knock
like,
that out, huh?
You know, like that's not
Counter.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Faith for sure.
Describe New York energy in one word.
One word, bro.
In one word.
Yo,
New
you
York
killing
energy.
me. Yo. One word, you in New York, you can't even like this New York.
Damn.
New York in one word.
Mm-hmm.
Life. That's the only word I could think of when it comes to New York. In one word, it's life.
The loops. Think about the loops. Mirror or doorway?
True. You said mirror or doorway with the loops. I'm gonna go with mirror.
All right. What's harder? Waiting or trusting?
Trusting.
Routine or spontaneity? Having a set routine or being spontaneous about certain things? Since you mentioned mastery and discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody don't have the routine, rituals, and
I
responsibilities.
have to pick one.
Yes, one or the other. Which one?
I would typically go with routine, but leave room for spontaneity.
Like that. Body or mind? Like which one leads where you're going now?
Mind. The body can be amazing and the mind be terrible. I'm a perfect example for that. My body's like, to God be the glory, I've been able to see great change, but you can be mentally at the verge of taking your own life. And please call for help if you feel like you're at that age or that stage where your mental health is just out of this world. You're not alone. Please call 988, and there will be some form of link to mental health somewhere. But your mental health is very important. Please don't give up. You're not alone in feeling like that. I know what it's like to feel that way. The body can be aesthetically beautiful, absolutely. Like you got the whole six pack, biceps bulging and triceps looking defined, but mentally you're just so out of it and you just want to not be alive. So mind is definitely important.
Crowds or solitude?
I want to say crowds, because I like the idea of not being alone until I get around crowds, and then I want to kind of be alone. So it's sort of like a mixture of both. But I like crowds. I like being around, performing for crowds anyway. I like the idea of performing for crowds right now.
All right. So when it comes to pressure, do you look at it as fuel or distractions?
Fuel, for sure.
All right. Are you more for the legacy or just that moment?
The legacy, for sure.
The legacy.
Definitely longevity. I've been focusing on longevity.
If there was anything for 2026 that you want to leave people with in that camera, what would it be?
Hope. If I were to leave you all with anything in 2026, it's hope. You know, you see so many things happening in the world. We're in this room, you know, talking with each other, but there are people mourning over ICE shootings, policies and being made in the White House and our government, and the world is at a really bad place right now. And I don't mean to say that and bring forth bad energy. I'm just being real. You know,
I
like,
totally agree with that.
there's so much going on.
Condolences to everybody out there as well, you know what I mean, who's been dealing with the hardship.
Exactly.
Saying of these situations.
And they're fearful, you know, the people are getting anxious about what's really going to happen to the world, like what's going to happen in 50 years, 100 years. I know I think on these things, like what's really going to happen, but I know I am what's going to happen. You're what's going to happen. Every single person is what's going to happen. So to answer your question, if I can leave anyone with anything in 2026, it's hope that we can be better, that we can make this world live and love and stay, and we can come back from these dark times.
Yeah.
We just gotta adapt. Like when I was in the snowstorm, I wasn't alone. I was in a group with men called the All Kings, and it's a brotherhood, and it's a group of men that have either been impacted by the justice system or haven't ever been, and we're all in one group, just healing, talking to each other. I'm gonna send you more information about it.
That's cool. I appreciate that.
And we had a group quest this weekend, and transformational healing work was taking place, man. I can't get into everything, but when you pop out, you will find out.
Yes, sir.
But it's so much that happened, and we were in the snow, just in, like, we had a church setting. It was a church setting for one of the city quests. But in this church, we had so much work going on. It was the best church service I've ever been to. And it wasn't even a church service, but...
Hey, listen, the church is where you at. You know what I mean? They say when two or more come together.
There
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what it is. So, any last-minute shout-outs that you want to give? It doesn't can be there, it can be there, you know what I mean? Any last-minute shout-outs?
Man, shout out God, man. He'll forever be the best artist, even if at times I've struggled in my walk, you know, it came up short. He's the best artist. Shout out to my mom, my dad. No matter where we stand, you know what I'm saying, they gave birth to me and gave me the life that I have right now to get here. And James Brown, man, shout out all the people at DDE that helped make my company run, like the CFO, Elijah Brown. Shout out Advancing Technologies, his company. They're taking over the world. Shout out to the core, the Bronx River. To anyone who watching this, man, much love to y'all. Shout out to Sumlar Entertainment, man. Sleep, man, got us here. Yeah, man, that's really all I could think of right now, man. Thank you all the inspirations that we mentioned in the music section, like all the top artists, you know. Y'all definitely played a part in making sure that I had the confidence to get here today, and helping me see myself through your music definitely helped me. So I appreciate y'all as well. Shout out to y'all. And if you just make music at all, you're an artist and we don't know your name yet, there's someone out there who does know your name. and
Right.
you are important, and your life matters, and what that goes for just any kind of lane you're in. Like, I know mad fashion designers, mad singers, writers, mad newspaper publishers, articles, producers that make stuff for the news, and they don't feel like their voices are heard. And so I'm just gonna stay in this office and help you make your show because you're an anchor and you do this, and I'm gonna just write this for you. And like, no, your story matters as well. So shout out to you, and I'm gonna just keep doing this for all of y'all that believed in me, and even those that didn't, man. God bless y'all, and God bless you for having me, man, for sure.
Well, I appreciate that. But last question. What, if there's anything that we should be looking forward to from Kim Daniel for the rest of 2026? Because it's going by fast. We just started, but it's flying by fast because February is right around the corner.
Right.
And yes, y'all, we shot this at the end of January. You know what I'm saying? But what should they be looking forward to from you going into this new year?
Going into this new year, you can be expecting. You can follow me on my socials. You can follow me at Dykim, DYKIM.
You're not showing nothing on Instagram.
DANIEL. We're rebranding right now, but
Okay, so it's like order up Caio in Latin. That's the way of like order out of chaos. Sometimes you gotta wipe everything nice and clean and then pop back up on them. You know what I mean? Is that what it is?
right,
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas that type of shit.
exactly.
Got it. All right.
You can expect timelessness. There's something else. I'm something else. Like when I get on the stage, I'm just looking forward to exploding with a high energy like you've never seen before. I'm gonna backflip. I'm gonna do crazy things like you've just never seen someone like me do, and I'm not rushing it, and I'm building my presence in my discipline. So you can expect to definitely see more in the future, and I'm gonna be in the studio working for y'all and giving y'all the best of the best, so that when it lands, it lands.
All right. Well, you heard it first. And as I tell you guys all the time, the quality of your living is based entirely upon what? Whatever it is, how you got to go about it. And are you able to actually push the needle forward, even at your darkest time? I want to thank Kim Daniel for being here on the set. My brother,
Word.
I love and I appreciate you, man. I'm proud of you.
I love you too, bro.
Because
Appreciate
everybody
it.
talk about defining success, and you show it every single day. Every time you rise, somehow, somewhere, you're pushing the needle forward. I respect that about you. Because a lot of people talk about what they want to get done, but they don't take the risk. And you show that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why you're on the side of the success. I got to stay persistent. You feel me? I got to stay persistent because I got to keep on going.
Look at all this, man.
But this is what it's all about. But I'm
is the
proud
ri-
of you.
This
You know
is
what I mean?
everything.
This is the risk. You know what I'm saying? But I keep y'all on that side so people can see. You know what I'm saying? Because you are putting the hustle. You execute. You're showing discipline, the ambition, the sacrifice, the patience. And even when the failure comes around, God damn it, you stay focused. And make sure that you do the same thing. We are live on Set with Irv. And this episode has been brought to you by the good folks at Some Law Entertainment. And everybody who's been supporting, as always, I love and I appreciate you. And for those who are new on the set is for strategy, how you execute, and your team. And like Adam Sandler, you know what I mean? Depending on the project, different people may come in and go. You allowed to change the people pertaining to each project. You don't got to be so damn loyal to the soil that you got to be, oh, nah, if it ain't my people's, I ain't rocking with them. Because that's how you keep yourself in the box.
Right.
And there's so many other things that's going to be coming down the pipeline. More degrees, more strategies, more ways of executing. And, oh, I got so many things up my sleeve. Oh, baby, by the time I'm done, But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the show. And I guess they would want me to tell you, please like, share, subscribe, and do what they normally do. And I guess hit the notification button. Because when this episode drop, oh man, this is going to definitely do some numbers. And shout out to everybody at Brick House.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody at Yard House.
Where
Shout out to everybody who's at their house with their spouse. And the final success, yo. We live on set, yo. Peace.
We did that, motherfucker.
Every wound and burden, I'm certain the curtain will open up, setting the stage. An imminent change is underway, way underpaid. Majority slaves to past things past the point of wearing a mask today. Whips and chains of words, wait till the last cut the loops, too many brothers incarcerated. I'm Mars and waiting, I needed space to heal, my scars are fading. I adapt to change, I'm learning patience. Cause the world is mine, it's for the ones who are scared to shine. It's for the ones who are mute and blind. It's for the ones who make sure to climb every consummated valley, they're from the pure divine. Know that every pair of eyes are shrines. Show the love I needed but couldn't find. I go up the mountain, show them that we can fly. Promise that I do everything except leave it behind like